They said the universe was made of things. Solid, countable, knowable things. But that was before we looked too closely, before we realized the word thing starts to fall apart. When you stare long enough at the smallness of existence. Let me take you down there, below the molecules, beneath the atoms, into the trembling heart of what is. It's not still, it's not quiet, it's not even certain. At the smallest scales, reality doesn't behave like it's supposed to. It hums, it flickers, it refuses to decide. A particle isn't a point, it's a possibility. A wave of maybe, rippling through an ocean of uncertainty. You measure it, and it chooses. But before you looked, it wasn't one thing or the other. It was both, and neither, and every ghost of what could be. This is the first law of the quantum world. Observation changes the observed. Reality, it seems, needs an audience. Now that's not magic. It's math. Terrifyingly precise, wildly predictive, but never intuitive. We can calculate the odds of where an electron might be, but never say exactly where it is. It's smeared like paint on the inside of a cosmic canvas. Its colors overlapping across space and time. And time. That's another strange whisper. Down here, time doesn't march. It sways. It can even loop back on itself because particles don't always care about direction. Some move forward, some move backward, some just exist. As if the whole timeline were one infinite breath. They call it superposition, a state of in-betweenness where reality hasn't chosen a side. A cat in a box, alive and dead until someone dares to open the lid. A metaphor, yes, but also a mirror for our own ignorance. Because the universe is less about what we see and more about what we dare to measure. Sparks from the same creation. You separate them, a universe apart, but touch one, and the other feels it instantly. No message sent, no signal shared. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. But it's real, proven, measured, like invisible cords between souls of light. So what are they whispering? What's the secret code that binds their fate? No one truly knows, but it suggests something beautiful, something deeply strange. That distance might not be real, that separation could be an illusion, that the universe might just be a single shimmering thought, thinking itself into existence. And in that thought, particles rise and fall, blink in and out of being. Born from the vacuum like sparks from silence. The quantum field, that's the real stage. Particles are just the actors. They appear, perform, and vanish. But the field remains an endless ocean of potential, buzzing with invisible music. Even nothingness, it turns out, isn't truly empty. It seethes with virtual particles, borrowing energy from the void, existing for the briefest flicker, then returning it, as if the universe were constantly checking its own balance sheet. At this breathe, you're inhaling a cloud of quantum ghosts that once belonged to a comet, a flower, a forgotten dream. And maybe, just maybe, you're entangled with everything that ever was. Because down here, in the kingdom of the small, there is no separation, only relationships, interference, patterns, waves that overlap and cancel and create. The universe isn't made of things. It's made of interactions. So when someone asks, what is real? Remember, real isn't a location. It's a story the universe tells itself through you. And quantum mechanics, for all its equations and paradoxes, is just the poetry of that story, written in probabilities instead of words. A reminder that even in the smallest places, existence dances, not to certainty, but to possibility. If you ever feel small, remember this. The same laws that let the stars burn are at play inside you. You are not apart from the universe. You are its experiment, its equation, its whisper made flesh. And somewhere, between wave and particle, between knowing and not knowing, the universe looks back at you.